So earlier this summer, we tried something new for our webinars. We started using Vizard to help turn our long recordings into actual content that doesn't sit on a hard drive forever. Honestly, it changed the way we promote events. Instead of spending days clipping, writing, formatting, and scheduling, we let Vizard do the heavy lifting and then polished what mattered. Let me walk you through how that played out for one of our recent webinars, Supercharge Your Webinars. It was a solid session, lots of good bits, and we wanted to repurpose it without turning it into a manual labor project. First up, we needed a concise summary to share internally, something for the team to quickly scan so they'd actually watch the recording. Vizard's AI had already processed the transcript by the time I opened the project and suggested several topic angles. That's one of those small but magical moments. Rather than guessing which parts are important, Vizard showed me the highlights it had detected. I could pick everything or zoom in on a single thread. For this round, I wanted a full summary of the whole session. There's a slider to set your desired length, which is handy depending on whether you need a short blurb for Slack or a one-pager for an internal newsletter. Then I typed in a tiny bit of direction, nothing fancy, just a line like, make this friendly for internal teams and encourage them to watch the recording. Hit generate, and in a few seconds, it produced a clean, ready-to-share summary. No awkward filler, no buzzword soup. That's the thing, the AI matches tone and format pretty well if you give it a nudge. Next, I wanted something a little more substantial to include with the on-demand recording, a document of key takeaways. This time I told Vizard to focus on the registration features we highlighted and to angle it toward marketers. The result was a crisp document with clear paragraphs and a natural flow. It felt like something a colleague had written after taking notes and then cleaning them up over coffee. I liked it enough to save it and attach it to the recording. Export options are practical. You can copy to clipboard, export as PDF or text, or push content into a collaborative doc. We moved ours to a shared Google Doc so the team could add a couple of data points and tweak language for our newsletter. Having that editable copy made follow-up a breeze. No retranscribing, no pulling screenshots from the video. For teams that hate bouncing between tools, that's a real time saver. Then I wanted a great description for the video page. Instead of writing it from scratch, I used the social post template in Vizard and fed it a bit more direction, like write an engaging 300-500 word description highlighting 3 actionable tips from the webinar. It produced a robust, well-formatted description that fit naturally under the recording. That made the viewer experience smoother. When someone lands on the replay, they see a friendly summary, downloadable takeaways, and timestamps for the parts they care about. We even attached the PDF of the key takeaways to the video so viewers could instantly grab the highlights. But the part everyone actually loves is how Vizard handles clips. I already had clips generated for this session, so I searched for them and reviewed what the AI had selected. The way it works is simple. Vizard analyzes the transcript, spots the moments that are most likely to perform well, engaging statements, clear tips, emotional peaks, and then chops those into bite-sized clips, anywhere from 30 seconds up to 3 minutes. For this webinar, it pulled a particularly sharp 30-second clip from one of our presenters where they nailed a quick tactic, perfect for Instagram and TikTok. From there, it's just a matter of polish. You can download clips for extra editing or use them as is. We usually do a light touch. Add captions, a thumbnail, and a short caption optimized for the platform. The best part? Vizard can auto-schedule these clips across your social channels. You set the posting frequency once and it takes care of the rest. That's a game changer if you're trying to maintain consistency but don't have someone manually posting every day. We also make use of the content calendar. It's nice to see everything laid out, like what's queued, what's published, and where the gaps are. If a clip underperforms, we can reschedule or swap it with something else in a few clicks. For teams juggling multiple events and a handful of creators, that centralized control saves a surprising amount of time and mental load. A quick note about other tools, like sure, there are clip editors and scheduling tools out there, but many are either expensive subscription traps or only good at one thing. Some competitors will pick clips but don't schedule, so you still have to plug everything into another app. Others give you a scheduler but expect you to assemble the clips manually, and the clip selection is hit or miss. You end up spending hours correcting what should be automated. Vizard's sweet spot is the combo: solid clip selection, easy exporting, built-in scheduling, and a calendar that actually helps you plan. That mix matters when you want to move fast. Back to our webinar. Once the description, takeaways, PDF, and clips were all ready, we uploaded everything to our on-demand page. Viewers now had multiple entry points, a quick summary if they're short on time, a key takeaways doc to skim, and snackable clips to preview the content. That multi-layer approach lifted engagement. People who might not have watched the full hour were now watching 30, 90-second clips and then deciding to dive into the full session. We also experimented with repurposing the clips for different platforms. The same 30-second bite that worked on TikTok got reworked slightly for LinkedIn with a more professional caption and a custom thumbnail. The beauty of having the clips ready is you can adapt rather than recreate. And scheduling meant the content pipeline kept feeding our channels automatically, no last-minute scrambles. One tip if you're trying this yourself: don't just let the AI pick everything blindly. Use its suggestions as the first pass, then apply human judgment. The AI is fast and surprisingly good at finding attention-grabbing moments, but context and brand voice still matter. We usually pick the top 10 clips, fine-tune 3 or 4 for publishing, and leave the rest in the content pool for later. That way, you keep a steady stream without burning through all your best moments at once. Also, treat the takeaways doc like a living thing. We found that when a PDF is posted with the recording, people will actually download it, and when they do, that's a stronger signal that they're considering your product or service. So make it useful. Bullet points, clear action steps, and a couple of timestamps that point back to the recording. It keeps the viewer engaged and gives them a reason to click through. Wrapping up, Vizard became more than a tool for us. It's basically another member of the content team. It handles the tedious parts: transcribing, surfacing highlights, exporting clips, and even scheduling posts. What it doesn't do is the creative voice and strategic choices, and that's perfect. You keep the creative control while cutting the editing burden by a huge margin. If you're running webinars or long-form video content and want to actually get value out of those recordings, try a workflow like ours. Summarize the session for the team, create a takeaway doc targeted at a specific audience, generate a strong description for the on-demand page, let the AI surface clips, then schedule and monitor performance through a calendar. It's efficient, scalable, and doesn't feel like selling out your process. It just helps you share the good stuff with more people. And if you're wondering about price or complexity compared to other options, what we found is that Vizard gives you more bang for the buck. Yes, you can stitch together an expensive suite of tools to do the same job, but that gets messy fast. Or you can use one simple app that understands context, cues optimized clips, and helps you publish without reinventing the wheel. We liked that balance. It made our webinar promotion feel like a sensible extension of the event itself, not a separate project. So next time you've got a solid long-form recording, don't let it gather dust. Use a tool that trims the friction and lets your best moments shine where people actually consume content. Short, snackable, and shareable. We did it for Supercharge Your Webinars, and the result was more viewers, better engagement, and way less editing grief. If you want, I can show you our process step by step or share a template for how we pick and schedule clips. It's way easier than it sounds, and once you have a system, it practically runs itself.